Welcome, my conscious family, to another video. This is an intuitive message. I feel like it's very connected to the one from yesterday. So, if you haven't watched that video and you felt called to the title, you felt called to this one, then I do believe that you should listen to that one as well. I don't believe in coincidences. I think I finally learned how to say that word. By the way, someone told me it's like coin and then coincidence, because I was like coincidence. It was very hard for me. For those of you who are in my family, in the conscious family for the longer, you guys know. Anyways, back to the topic. So the message coming through today is you are in charge of your mood. And I'm going to explain that. Many people, even though they are on this spiritual awakening journey, even though they understand how the creation works, even though they read all these books and have all this knowledge, they still haven't fully embodied this knowledge. Because once you truly embody and live by the laws that are universal laws that function everywhere all the time. I love Neville Goddard. I resonate with the law of assumption so much. And I feel like if you truly embody this and you know that it works, you're moving in this life differently. And the message today is you are in charge of your own mood. Even if you have a bad day today, it's not something that is out of your control. It's not something that it is just happening, it just happened. But you can remember that there are things that you can do to change that. And the message coming through is that God, you know, guys, that I use this language not as a religious person, but as someone who is spiritual and does believe in God and prays and talks to God all the time. I speak through God to God through my conversations with nature sometimes. Anyways, so um yeah, God wants you to right now, like literally today, as soon as possible, create a toolkit for yourself that you're going to use when you feel like your day is not going how you want it to go. Self-awareness is the key part here, because if you just say I'm in a bad mood, I don't even know why, that means that you're not self-aware. I don't like to bypass anything when it comes to my work. And when I say my work, it's also the YouTube channel. I consider it like also my work, sharing my mission here, my message with you guys. So self-awareness is key. You have to understand that there is no way you're just out of, you're having a bad day for no reason. So self-reflection and self-awareness is key, like key points here. Other than that, you have to understand that how hard it might seem, and trust me, I am sharing these messages not only for you, but for me as well sometimes. So, as hard as it sounds, as it may be, I'm sorry for the construction. It's crazy. I am surrounded with so much construction here in Bali. It's like literally crazy. So, what I was saying, um, it's a bit of a distraction. Yeah, today, create a toolkit. I want you to write down, this is your homework. And these are not, I don't like when people say, oh yeah, homework, whatever. No, 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 no. You don't understand. Action is also key here. If you don't take any action, nothing changes if nothing changes. If you just go with the flow with these bad feelings that you have and not do anything about them, they're not miraculously going to change overnight. You're not going to just shift your mood for no reason. So instead of waiting, which I'm not saying that cannot happen, it can happen that you're in a really bad mood, but then you take a nap, which is, by the way, shifting your your energetic state. And then you can, a friend can call you, can have coffee and change your mood. But Let's be real here. We are here, to help the humanity rise in their consciousness. We are here to help others. You cannot let yourself just go with these emotions and be the victim and be someone who is unconscious, unaware, because you're here on my channel and I know that there is a reason for you to be here. And I want you to write down in the comments, I am self-aware. I am self-aware. So when I get self-aware that I am in a bad mood, something, I'm feeling something, okay, I become aware. How does it feel in my body? Is there a sensation that I'm feeling in my body? Do I feel sick? Do I feel pain in my head? Do I feel like my body is heavy? Like, what are the sensations I'm feeling? Do I have a bad day because my thoughts are, sometimes I say my thoughts are hurting me. It usually like never happens, but again, sometimes you can have those intrusive thoughts and they can make you feel a certain way. But that's why I say self-awareness. So what is making me feel in this sort of bad mood? Is it the food I ate? Sometimes everything that we consume outside is actually influencing our vibration, our frequency. So you can ask yourself, is it the mood? Is it the movie that I watched, like making me think about something from the past? Because if you're not self-aware what is influencing your energetics, you're never going to be able to change them. And instead of living like a zombie, like most of the people live, very unaware, sleeping through this life and just waiting for things to miraculously change, you can actually understand that you hold the power to shift your energetics. And I want you to write down 10 tools that you're going to use when you realize that you are not feeling at your best. I'm going to give you an example, of course. So, let's say an example. First thing that I like to do is somatic movement, running, going to the gym, going outside. So moving my body, jumping, screaming. If I feel like crying, crying, like releasing, moving my. So first thing, moving my body. Okay. Because emotions are energy in motion. It is stuck in your nervous system. You need to use your body in order to do this. You can't use just your head. Okay, this is science. Again, you need to use your body. You need to use the movement to release those emotions. You can type it in the YouTube. You can find someone who does somatic experience near your area. But that's the first thing. I already shared a YouTube video with all the exercises that I do when I feel in in a funk. The second thing I like to do is breath work. I go on YouTube, I Google breath work for releasing emotions, breath work for shifting your energy, whatever. I do this breath work. It always shifts my energy. So movement, breath work. The third thing, visualization. This is the tool that I use when I am a little bit in the funk. So not when I'm really sad or like really angry or I feel really like annoyed with life. Uh, but when I feel a little bit like I need just some booster, I go and I visualize what I would like to happen. I visualize myself in this perfect reality, in these amazing experiences, and then it immediately shifts my mood. Let me think of something else. I like to listen to Neville Goddard. I like to read his books. Whenever I pick up his book and I start reading, after 30 minutes, my energy has shifted because I remembered again. And that's also the message that I share here, you guys, is that you don't just remember and then stay in the remembrance and you can just go back to your old life. But the conscious living requires you to constantly remember and to influence your inner state by being aware of what you consume and by taking care of your energy. So it's not like you remember, you are awake, you understand how the reality functions, you just go back to your business. That's not how it works, because soul can ascend, but soul can also descend. And some people get frightened from all of this and they just, I don't want to say descend. I don't even like to think that a soul can descend, but in a way, I do believe that some people can, reject this idea and then go backwards, which I don't want you to do. So this is a constant work in a way, but it doesn't have to feel like work. It doesn't have to feel like work. It's just self-awareness, and it's just, okay, what can I do today to change my energy? Is there a little thing that I can do? Sometimes going into the sun, just putting your face on the sunshine can help you shift your energy. Preparing a really good soulful, food meal for yourself. Asking tarot. Now I'm looking at my tarot on my table. Mm, asking tarot, like, it helps me. Sometimes I do feel like I want to talk to a friend. Sometimes I take myself out on a date. Sometimes, but you need to do something, because if you just let yourself be in this mood, and you know I feel like, also, like, create the list of 10 things. That's the thing I wanted to say. So create the list of 10 things. It can be watching a podcast, also it can be playing with my kid, it can be kissing my wife, my husband, whatever. That is your personal list. And I want you to put this list. It can be 10 things that inspire me, or 10 things that raise my frequency, and put this list somewhere visible. And every time you feel in a funk, you can come to this list and you can choose one thing. It can be literally as simple as going to your favorite coffee shop and, you know, ordering your favorite coffee, ordering your favorite matcha, 10 minutes with yourself, enjoying the taste of this drink. It is very simple, you guys. But the message coming in through today is for someone who forgot how simple it is, who forgot that they are in charge, who forgot that they can shift their energy. And I'm telling you, the minute you actually take charge, God always helps you. Because I always like to say that God is always there, He always wants to help you. Mm, but He can't help you if you're trying to control everything, if you are in this energy of closeness, if you're closed off to magic, if you are judging everybody, if you're constantly gossiping, if you are constantly controlling everything, trying to micromanage. That's almost like the gate is, um I don't want to say closed. It's always, as I said, the connection is always there, but it's like you're not open to receive the guidance. Yeah, that's the thing. You're not open to receive. And when you do these sort of things for yourself, you maybe dance, you do something, you become open to receive. Okay, I need to go, you guys. But anyways, I wanted to say thank you for everyone who is joining. Every day the family is getting bigger. I really, I wanted to say really that I am sorry that I was not there for some time, because I was really going through some stuff inside. So I needed to take some space for myself. But one of the things I also wanted to mention is that me creating a YouTube video always puts me in a greater mood and raise my frequency. So I also wanted to, in a way, promise, which is kind of hard for me to say, because I don't know how those other girls do it. Like, I follow one tarot reader, and she said that for 4 years, every single day she posted a reading, which I really don't know how. I am a very emotional, hypersensitive person, and there are just some days that I can't make a YouTube video. So, but I wanted to, in a way, promise and to stay focused and disciplined. I do want to do this for my energy. So something that you can do as well is promise to yourself, until the end of this year, every single day I'm going to create a YouTube video, whether it's 5 minutes, 1 minute, but I'm going to show up, and I'm going to be there for you. So you can show your support by subscribing, liking the video. You can comment, I am self-aware. Take this intention to comment something that it's going to implement in your brain. It's going to become your intention for today, and you're going to send a powerful message to God, to universe, what you declare to be today. Other than that, if you want to work with me to shift your self concept, embody the main character energy, someone who creates consciously their life instead of being the victim of circumstances, then you can book a free consultation in the link down below. You can also join the 7-week transformational journey, the main character activation and course. It's not just a course. People had amazing, amazing transformations. So whatever you feel called to, you can check everything down below. You can follow me on Instagram as well. And if you feel like you want to tip me, it's not expected, but I do highly appreciate the energy exchange. There is a PayPal link in the description of my channel where you can tip me for all the work that I do. Thank you again, guys. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Stay conscious and remember to have fun.